Greetings, it's Catherine and Brian from Moonstarlodge in Central Ontario, Georgian Bay area. And we come with our Indigenous perspective from Moonstarlodge on all things divination. We specialize in Indigenous arts, spirituality, and education. So this week we are looking at February 19th to 25th. And we have the full moon of Ways the Truth. It's getting very close to my birthday, and I feel it. All right, so what we're doing is using the same cards as last week because I kind of like that rhythm, having the same cards for a couple of weeks to kind of flesh out their story. And I'm not going to just show the boxes all over again. If you watched last week, you know the decks, and I always post a picture of the card decks we've used, so you can refer to that if you need to know. So let's go to the cards, Brian. So this week, the week of the full moon, which is the 25th, I believe, it's the King of Pentacles. Wow, look at this dude standing here on the antlers of his stag. He's got the world by the antler. He's indicative of all things covered in the earthly dimension, the third world dimension. Pentacles are earth. Earth is our material life, our job, our home, our wealth, our status. And by the time we are dealing with the king is all about making sure that his family and multiple generations are cared for, and to some extent the greater good of the community. He's a far-seeing king here. So we start out with the support of the king on our journey. And the king is clarified by the Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands looks like he's dancing. And we want the energy of the Knight of Wands for this week ahead. It's the fire, the energy, the passion to move toward this full moon with a sense of that in the larger picture, Ways the Truth is all about balance and justice and temperance, and all the things that are so important to keeping life stable. So not veering off into extremes. The king here is followed by the Page of Cups. So we've got a lot so far of court cards. Page of Cups is a little bit more introspective than the Knight of Wands or the King of Pentacles. The Page of Cups is about remembering the artistry and the beauty and being curious and creating things in a beautiful way. There's a little bit of the curiosity or the passion or the lovingness of something youthful, almost an immaturity. Kings are very sure. When we come at this from a place of curiosity, we might not be. But the page is clarified by lullaby, and lullaby is the ebb and flow. This fellow is playing his cello, I guess that is, just coming in. The stars are coming in. It's nighttime, and it's been important to recognize the resting and the peacefulness that the Page of Cups brings to this reading, recognizing the ebb and the flow and the cycles of day and night and movement and sleep. So the Page of Cups is followed by the World. Last week we had the Fool, the beginning of a journey, and here is the World. Sometimes journeys don't have to take years and years. This is the World, meaning we are completing a karmic cycle. It may not be the cycle we started last week, of course, but we've got the power. This suggests that something very important is is coming to an end as we move into other cycles. The moon energy card here, this is the fairy card. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So here's another cycles card. This is the end of a cycle. This is the culmination of the cycle in lifetime. So this is very interesting. We've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands energy is the powerful, external, passionate expression of the completion of, it's like the completion of a life's work, almost. And it's clarified by the card representing the spirit world. You have the power to make yourself better. And of course, we make ourselves better by following our passions, by completing the things we feel drawn or destined to. So here we go, another court card. Seven of Cups is lots of choices as we move forward. Some of these can be illusory choices, and we can get caught up and go down the rabbit hole and kind of get veered away from what it is we're supposed to be doing. And this warning is clarified here by, if you hear a Sasquatch sigh, this is all about spiritual narcolepsy, forgetting that we need to work at staying connected with our purpose, with our source. Remembering that however you see spirit, whether it's the great mystery, Wankantonka, God, the all that is, the field of all possibilities, this great pantheistic collective consciousness, we can't forget our connection to it. It'll keep us on our path. So if you hear the Sasquatch sigh, it's because you've gone off a path down the rabbit hole. It's followed by the Chariot, which is I always call it the Go Extinct card. However, in this deck, the Chariot isn't a pair of wild, powerful stallions or lions or sphinxes. It's a snail. So the Chariot here is saying, make progress and go just as quickly as you need to go. It's clarified by labor. There is work here, but the B card suggests collective labor. And the collective labor includes source. It includes the friends alluded to last week. It includes laboring with the rhythm of the day and the night and the seasons. Excuse me. And it's followed by the Six of Cups and the bringing forward memories from the past. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. The memories are important. The remembering what we loved, what we enjoyed doing in our childhood, and how we might not get stuck in that. Let's not get stuck in anything like that. Let's move our innocent, childlike thoughts here, that's these two cards, and see if we can bring some of the things we loved doing and the things we liked being as kids into this new journey, because the full moon is at the end of the week, and it is about weighing the truth of who we were and who we are, not seeing anything with rose-colored glasses. And it's interesting, the lunar card is protection. It represents the waxing crescent moon 1, but there is a bird flying, carrying a nest, and this woman is protected, and it's a night vision. We are protected. We are protected by our connection to Source. You know, Source could be a Sasquatch. I often kind of wondered about that. But anyway, we are protected on our journeys. Nothing is going to happen to us unless we stray from our connection to Source, and then we'll get ourselves all muddled up. This is a beautiful, interesting week. This is another spread that I will take the picture of and put it in my tarot journal and reflect on it, because it's an important week. Anyway, you can flip the camera. So, the months are speeding by. It's the full moon, weighs the truth. It's almost the end of February, and even though it's a longer month, it's a shorter month still. All right, have a wonderful week. I hope that you think well and long and hard on this. Give us a like, subscribe, send me a coffee. Always need my coffee. And be good to yourselves. Aho.